Hey everyone, welcome back to Inkmatic. Back here with episode 2 of customizing your investment portfolio tracker from the measureofaplan.com. So last week we added a number of formulas to basically fetch the company name when you enter the ticker symbol. From that video I've had a few questions on how to change the currency and how to change the date formatting. So we're just going to go through them. So yeah, let's get started. So as you can see here that we've got the portfolio. So the first thing we're going to do is essentially change the date. So what you're going to do is go hit the file, spreadsheet settings, change this to the United Kingdom, save, and then that so your basically spreadsheet knows that you're in the UK, you want the UK formatting, but obviously we need to change some of the cell formatting. So let's start off with this one here. So what you want to do is hit format number and click on the date here, because you can see it's a date, month, year format, so we want to do that here. We also want to change these ones here. And I think that's it for this one at the moment. We also need to change the trade log, so we want to change this one. So if we do highlight all the cells in this one here, file, format number, and change it to the date. So this again has changed the date. So you can see here, all in the UK format. Also, we want to change this. So when you click on the calculations, do not edit. Not overly important, but we might as well do it anyway. So format, number, and select date again, and this should essentially change everything to the UK format. Yeah, also what we want as well is we need to make some changes here. So what we want to do is highlight B7 in the dashboard, and if we change this to DD-MMM, so it should look like this. And if we hit enter, so now we've got your investment portfolio as of 30th of September measured. So if I change, let's just quickly change this to today. So we want April 4th. Just wait for it to finish loading. So as you can see here, your investment portfolio as of 4th of April is measured in Great British Pounds. We also want to change this as well, so we might as well do that here. For this one, we can actually do two things. We can change the date format, and we can change the currency symbol. So I know a lot of you have requested how to change the currency, but for example, let me just show you here. So for example, you change the currency here in C3. So if you select Great British Pounds, so for example my portfolio is worth £83, this dollar symbol here is just a reference. It doesn't actually mean anything. It's the numbers after what we really care about. So this is £83. So if I change this into US dollars, just wait for it to recalculate. On the 4th of April, your investment portfolio had a total market of $101 measured in US dollars. And if we change it to Canadian dollars, it's obviously $144. You see what I mean? And if I change this to euros, you get the euro equivalent, which is 94 euros. But let's go back to British pounds. Just for the sake of changing the symbols, we'll just go through it. So obviously I want to change the date on here. So if I do, So we're going to change that into the date format. So DD-MMM-YYYY. And we're going to scroll down to here as well and just change this into the UK symbol, and here as well. And here as well. So we've got that, and there we go. We've got on the 4th of April, your investment portfolio had a total market value of £83 measured in Great British pounds, and your portfolio was composed of 8 individual holdings. So the next step, what we want is we want to essentially change this stuff. So if we head over to the calculation section where we want to change them. So the first thing is, so if I scroll to the top, further up, let's go to the top. So what I want to do is I want to change this stuff here. So if we go to format, number, more options, custom number format. So what we're going to do is just change this to pounds and change that to pounds, enter. So that is now in pounds. We also want to change this one here. Control Y. Also change this here. Oh. And this one here. And I'm literally just pressing Control Y because it's the last operation, and Google Sheets knows that. So if I go back to dashboard, we should see, yeah, this is changed into pounds. This has also changed into pounds. And what we want to do is fix this stuff as well. So let's quickly go over here. Let me just double check if we've got everything. Let me just see what the reference is here. Dashboard, do not calculations. B1595, alright. So what we can do as well is probably change these as well. So if we go all the way down, format, I'm not sure what the formatting is for this one. More currencies. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Format, more options, and we will go to custom format, and I want to change this to the pound symbol, this as well, and this as well, and that should change that. And we're going to do the same for, basically you can repeat the steps for all of them, but I'm only going to do 2 of them because you get the idea. Custom format, and just change this again to the pound symbol. Just to be clear, like, this doesn't actually really do anything, it just makes it look like it's in pounds. The numbers don't really change, so it's just more towards like kind of what you guys are used to. What I want to do is I want to change this stuff here as well. So format, number, custom number format. So if we change that to pounds, apply, and we should do the same for this. Control Y, Control Y, Y, and Y, and that should replicate over here. B1595, just double check. Yeah, so, and lastly, the last thing we just need to do is just change the formats here. So might as well just get to it. So format, custom number, more custom, and just change this into pounds, pounds, and pounds. Apply. And then what we're just going to do is there we go. And we can just do the same here. Custom, number, or format, and just change these into pounds as well. It's a bit tedious, I know, but it's only like if you just want it to look like it's all in pounds. Like I said, the numbers don't really mean anything. So for example, if I changed it to Canadian dollars, these numbers will change. So for example here, domestic equity is now at $31 Canadian dollars, but if I change it to pounds, so what you kind of just really need to remember is that the symbol doesn't really matter, it's just the numbers behind it. Just make sure you've got it in Great British Pounds or whatever currency that you deal with. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Let me know in the comments what you think. If this video helped you, give it a like, and a subscribe would be really helpful. So yeah, see you in the next video.